This video will go over how to configure maps within Horizon's Admin Center client. First, we'll need to access Admin Center from the desktop icon. From the home page, navigate to the left-hand side of the screen and find the System tab. Under the System tab, you'll find the location for maps. The first step in creating a map is to click on the Add Map button and browse for a background that you'd like to use for your map. Once you import your background, the next step is to simply configure your map on screen. First, we'll give our map a name. The next step is to select entities that you want to bring out onto your map. Simply grab, drag, and drop any available camera or device that you'll see down here in the list onto the workspace. So as you'll see, I'll move my camera into position. I can even adjust and show the viewing area of the particular camera that I'm positioning on the print. You'll notice that the camera name, if it's located in an area where it might be a little bit more difficult to read, it can actually be dragged and repositioned, making it easier to read. By moving your mouse over the camera, you'll see a secondary dialog box that'll appear, giving you additional options that can be adjusted. For instance, you can choose to not show the name of the camera. You can also choose to turn off the field of view. A nice little feature that can be turned on is the display video button. When you check this box in Control Center, when you hover your mouse over the camera, it displays a thumbnail of the live video from the camera. The Use Bright Caption button will highlight the camera name, perhaps making it easier to see on certain backgrounds. Once completed, simply close out of the window. In addition to being able to add cameras, you can see that there's a column for additional maps that can be added. Any tile layouts that may be created in the system can also be added to the map. Any camera sequences as well as additional monitors can also be added to the map as well. Additionally, you'll find a feature for Auto Scale Map right next to the map name. This gives you the ability to scale the map down to the size of the tile that you choose to display it in Control Center. Once you've finished configuring your map, simply click on the Save Disk in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. This will update the map, in which now can be displayed in Control Center. Additionally, there is a secondary use for the mapping utility. As you'll see directly next to the Add Map button, we also have the ability to add a web page to the system. By clicking on the Add Web Page button, it pops up a dialog box which allows you to give it a name. Weather.com is what we'll use here. And by typing in the URL, www.weather.com, and clicking on the Save button, this will allow us to be able to display an available web page in Control Center. Let's take a moment and see how these display in the Control Center client. First, we'll minimize our Admin Center client and access our Control Center client from the desktop. You should now notice that in the navigation tree we have two additional new entities that are available for viewing. The first one would be our training map that we created. As you'll see, the training map can be displayed in a tile. Upon double clicking on it, it gives you a full screen view, and you can see that you have your working area and even the ability to hover your mouse over to give you that live thumbnail shot of the camera. Additionally, we could take a look at our web page by simply dragging this out, dropping it, and displaying it in any available tile as well. All the same features are still available, with the ability to double click on the image to pull it up into a full screen shot to get additional detail, and double clicking to bring it back to the multi-pane layout. Again, thank you for your time, and be on the lookout for additional training videos brought to you by DVTEL's TCX Training Department.